Okay, so hi, dear lovely people. This is Anju God, Prem Sanyogita, Taro Anjali, whatever you want to call me. And today we are going to talk about a very important topic known as called as mother wound. What is mother wound and how it affects our whole life, and now how to heal it. Okay, and the spiritual perspective also. So I have to look maybe a little bit this side sometimes because I have written all the points. I can't learn by you know anyways. I can't learn the whole thing by heart. So let's talk about what mother wound is in a very simple to understand layman language. When we have some kind of issues since our childhood with our mother, maybe our relationship with our mother was not good, maybe we always felt left out in the cold by our own mother, maybe we never got the love that we always wanted as a child, abandonment issues, trust issues. And the mother wound is the deepest wound of all, because mother is the first you know um, person that we always trust on. We look after after a mother whenever we are always sad or depressed. Even if we don't have a good relationship with our mother, whenever we are sick, we always feel like we should be with our mother, right? Happens, right? So because the mother's womb is the safest place for a kid, and he or she always thinks like the mother is the only person who is always going to keep them safe. But when they feel betrayed by their own mother, when we feel betrayed by the whole thing, like that the mother did with us consciously or unconsciously, that's the deepest wound that one can carry, because mother are the first teachers, mothers are the first providers, mothers are the first people on earth that we trust on blindly, because we came out of our mother only. That doesn't mean, not at all, that doesn't mean that our mothers are witch, or they are bad people, or they are somebody with whom we should fight with all the time. We should understand that they might be also coming through some kind of wound, some kind of pain that they got from their mother, their parents maybe, or because of the suppressed emotions or the suppressed desires, or not being able to be understood by the whole world around her. She was also carrying some pain that she passed on to you, and that maybe she was not ready for a kid. Sometimes in our societies we have to bring a kid just for the sake of having a kid. Lots of times it happens, and maybe the mother was not ready. That's why she was not able to provide the kind of love that a kid wanted. And the first thing that the first wound is the birth trauma. I told you guys like in the previous episodes. And when after taking the birth, when the mother and the child relationship is not good, it stucks with us for the rest of our lives. And we can heal it, definitely we can heal it properly, and we can release it properly. It's not something that we cannot heal, but it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight or in one day, but it will happen eventually if we are going to do it properly. Okay, so this is something about the mother wound. And let me tell you the signs that you are having mother wound. Okay, the mother wound is an emotional imprint we carry from our childhood when our emotional needs were not fulfilled, right? So first let me show let me tell you the signs. I'm sorry, I'm going through B12 deficiency symptoms a lot these days, so I might fumble. I might make you guys feel like I'm not aligned with what I'm saying. Don't worry about it, we are going to keep going. Okay, don't worry about it, I'm fine. I will be fine. It's going to take 4 to 6 months to recover fully, but we guys are going to stick around. Yeah. Yeah, so signs are feeling like you are not good enough for anything or anyone. You're always going to feel like you're not good enough because as a child, you never felt good enough for your mother. You know, your mother make you feel like, let's say, for example, you were not good in maths, you were not good in drawing or arts or something, and she keep on comparing you to others, knowingly or unknowingly, and that became your imprint that you're not good enough. Okay, then you keep on constantly seeking validation or approval from the outside world. You are not sure enough, you're not confident enough that whatever you are doing is good and whatever you are doing is going to be successful. You continuously have to look for approval or validation from the outside world. That's also a sign that you are having mother wound. Then difficulty trusting others or forming healthy relationship, especially with the female gender. You know, it's like very very difficult for you to trust females and build a healthy relationship with them. Okay. Then fourth is feeling guilty or responsible for other people's emotions. If somebody is, if you have to say no to somebody, you will not be able to say no like comfortably. You are going to go feel guilty about it, and you're going to feel guilty and you're going to feel responsible about other people's lives. Okay, so it's like continuous feeling of guilt and responsibility for other people's emotions and lives. And sometimes it affects your romantic relationship with women on a very very deeper level, like romantic relationship also, friendships also, and professional interactions also. You might not feel comfortable with a female boss. You might not feel comfortable with a female colleague, you know and you might not be having a lot of female friends. I don't have a lot of female friends in my life. It was because of mother wound at first, but now it's a conscious choice. Now I'm feeling okay. I do have friends, like yeah, I interact with with females. Most of my clients are females, but I don't have like, best friends like females. Hmm? Okay, you might feel dependent, defensive, or uneasy around women. These are all signs and symptoms that you are having deep mother wound that you need to heal. Okay. Okay. Now, other signs are low self-esteem, feeling unworthy, difficulty accepting love or believing that you deserve it. You don't even believe that you deserve love. You feel like this is it. This is how life goes, and you are not worthy of love. You don't deserve love. Okay. People pleasing tendencies or constantly seeking approval, anxiety about abandonment or rejection. You are continuous. You can't take abandonment and rejection normally, like normal people. You are going to be very anxious about, I'm going to get rejected, I'm going to get rejected, and if I'm going to get rejected, I'm going to feel bad, and this is going to be like this. Anxiety, repeating childhood pattern in adult relationships. Whatever your mother did with you, you keep on repeating it with other females, other people around you, maybe in your romantic relationships. Even if you're female, you might repeat it as your mother in your relationship with your partner. And you are always going to have complicated relationship with women, feeling uneasy, over critical, over dependent, or you know overly in this energy of keeping a gap. If you are noticing these patterns, these energies, these signs, these symptoms, you definitely have mother wounds. Most probably have mother wounds, and you should look into this. You should definitely take help and release this. Okay. Understand the cause. you know the mother wound always doesn't come from the thing that your mother did something wrong. Sometimes she was unavailable emotionally. I told you, she might not be ready for a kid and you came in, or her mother did something like this with her, or she was a wounded child herself and she never healed herself. It's like she passed on that trauma, that wound to you also. you know Maybe her mother couldn't meet her emotional needs. Many emotional patterns are passed down unconsciously through generations. That's called as generational trauma. Hmm? Understanding this doesn't excuse pain, but it helps you approach healing with compassion. Now, the spiritual aspect of the mother wound is, it's very very important to understand why we go through these kind of shit in our life, why this happens with us. Okay, in a lot of spiritual people believe, there are lots of books also, in fact. Many people, many you can read many lives, many masters. You can live the journey, you can read the journey of the souls, in which it's like said that we always choose our parents ourselves, including our mother, and the wound that we carry with us. Why? Because in this lifetime, we have to let go of this mother wound. We have to clean the generational trauma. We have to learn the self love and inner validation. We have to learn compassion and forgiveness. We have to, awaken and aware. We have to awaken our inner energy, and we have to be more aware. So this mother wound is not just emotional pain, it's a spiritual teacher, and it teaches us a lot about how to let go and forgive and be more aware and rise above all of this. So this mother child relationship, this mother child dynamic that we have with our own mother, this lifetime is actually chosen by us only. Every relationship that we choose in like in human form is was actually chosen by us in the soul form before, so that we can learn the lessons, like whether it's bad or it's good or anything, and then we can move past our karmas, pay our debts, and move forward and learn to grow. Sometimes we have free will as humans. We tend to take it as something that something is wrong with us, our karma is like that, our fate is like that, and we don't heal it. And then we keep on carrying it to the next generation, to the next generation. Even if we don't get married, we keep on carrying it from birth to birth. So the spiritual aspect here is that we choose our own parents, and we choose our own struggles, so that we can rise as a soul, so that we can arise and awake. This is the simplest thing that I can told you regarding the spiritual thing. A lot of people are going to tell you a lot of things, this might happen, that, da. I just want to keep it very very simple, so that you guys can understand in a natural and organic way. The mother wound is just not about emotional pain, it's also a spiritual teacher. It teaches us self love and inner validation. Self love is very, very important. Because of the mother wound, you can go back to yourself, come back to yourself, learn to deeply love yourself, and you validate yourself. You don't need outer validation. So, first teaching is self love and inner validation. Second, we can learn compassion and forgiveness towards every human being, including our mothers. Once we learn to forgive those people, those energies, our mothers, who were not able to give us everything that we wanted as a child, we can be able to forgive anyone in our life. So we learn compassion and forgiveness, and these are very very important for our soul's liberation to the highest level. Liberation is not a level, it's like liberation only. Breaking generational patterns. Sometimes we choose this duty, this responsibility of breaking the generational patterns ourselves. Okay, that is also a teaching for our soul, so that we can break the generational pattern and move forward and liberate ourselves and get enlightenment, and just be there, you know. On a soul level, this won't help you develop emotional intelligence, awareness, and spiritual maturity. So this thing helps us actually indirectly in our awakening and awareness as a soul, even if it is the most disturbing thing that we go through. But this is the path that we chose. Sometimes we chose the difficult path, so that we can, you know, get to the uh, enlightenment path. So everything that happens to us actually help us to lead us to the spiritual path, enlightenment path. We as a human don't understand it almost all the times, but this is the truth, this is the truth, reality. Now let's start the healing process. How to heal it? Very very important. Step 1 is awareness. You have to be aware. Ask yourself, do you have mother wounds? Do you have problem with your mother? Do you have all this, like maybe some of the signs or symptoms, or maybe all of them? When do you feel anxious, unworthy, or over dependent? When do you feel uneasy around women? Awareness. Is it because of your mother? Is it because of your childhood? Is it because of something that happened to you with your mother in your childhood? Or maybe right now also your relationship with your mother is not that much good. You have to be aware. Awareness is the first step of healing. Every healing, awareness that if there is some problem, there is some issue. Then acknowledge your emotions. Yeah, feel your sadness, anger, or hurt. These emotions are valid when it comes to your mother. Don't suppress them. Letting yourself feel is part of healing. It's very very important for you to feel the feelings around the situation with all of your heart and soul. Whenever you think about your childhood, whenever you think about your mother wound, what you feel, go through the feeling. Okay, you can write it down if you want to. Inner child work. Now you have to go back to your inner child. You have to connect with your inner child, hold them, comfort them, be their parent, and make them feel safe for the rest of your life. I'm going to do a full-fledged course or inner child healing. Sometime I'm going to launch that, but for the time being, inner child work is simply going to your childhood, holding hand with your childhood, with your child, inner child. Let's say this is your age right now. I'm 37, 36, sorry, and this is my inner child of 6 to 7 years old. This 37, 36 years old parent is talking to the 6 to 7 years old child, and we are connecting. I am making, this is my responsibility to make her feel safe, and I'm going to be there for her for the rest of my life. This is my promise that you have to do. Okay, speaking to your inner child loudly about everything that happened and now how you are going to protect them is very, very important. Okay, now the fourth is examine your relationship. Notice your pattern with women. Even if you're a man or woman, doesn't matter, man or woman. Notice your pattern with women. Whenever you're around them, how you feel, how you behave, how you react, how like certain things make you feel triggered. Notice that and write that, examine that, write that. Silently keep on writing them. Then boundaries. If your mother is still part of your life, try to set healthy boundaries. If your relationship with her is still complicated, protecting your emotional space doesn't mean punishing her, it means taking care of yourself. Setting her like healthy boundaries is one thing that you can do. Even if you are 45 years old or 60 years old, if you don't have a healthy relationship with your mother right now also, you can set healthy boundaries. It doesn't mean that you don't have to talk to her. It simply means that you don't have to overdo anything, or you don't have to overburden yourself for her. Reparenting and self-love. Okay, childhood work, inner child work is reparenting in itself. Self-love is like coming back to yourself, nurturing yourself, giving everything to yourself that you all never got from your mother, and making sure that you're going to get everything that you always wanted from your mother. Okay, then forgiveness. Forgive yourself first of all for not being able to take a stand for yourself when you were a kid or till this point of your life, and then ask for forgiveness from the universe to forgive your mother, slowly but surely. Okay, please do that slowly but surely. So every day, start pointing out something that you like in her and start forgiving her. So you can simply say, I forgive you for not being able to take a stand for me. I forgive you for not being able to, take care of me. I understand that you were also coming from a place of being a wounded kind of person, but I forgive you. You can simply say these phrases, whatever phrases you want to use. It's simply directed to forgive your mother. Hmm? Then you have to heal your relationship with women. As you heal, practice empathy, set boundaries, and communicate honestly with women in your life. Notice old patterns and gently redirect them. So if you're repeating a pattern with women again and again and again, try to break that pattern with compassion, with love, and with awareness. It will help you to heal the relationship with other women in a very, very deeper way. Okay, and last but not the least, take support and therapy and healing. You can join healing groups, you can go to therapy, support groups or guidance from someone experienced can help you a lot in understanding your mother wound and releasing it properly. That will also help you a lot. You can do that. Now the questions that you have to write the answers for, or you can ask to yourself, definitely you can write it in your notebook, the questions, and you can answer them. you know how did it make you feel then when you were a kid, and how does it affect you now at this present moment, the relationship with your mother? Okay, how did it make you feel then, and now how does it make you feel right now? Understand your pattern. How do you notice the mother wound showing up in your adult life? As there are repeated patterns in your relationship, self-esteem, or work or something. How this mother wound keeps on showing up in your adult life, in your relationships. Okay, now what love, validation, or reassurance do you wish you had received? What kind of validation, what kind of love or reassurance do you wish you had received from your mother and you never got that? Okay, and how can you forgive or release resentment for your own healing towards your mother and towards yourself? You have to write these questions and you have to figure out the answers for these things. You will get the answers very, very soon yourself. Okay, or as you are going to proceed on this journey, don't worry. Now the mother wound doesn't define you on an emotional and spiritual level. It's a challenge your soul chose to help you grow. Understanding it, working through it, and healing it allows you to cultivate self-love, okay, and healthier relationship and spiritual awareness. All this shit that happens with us, especially in our relationship area, happens so that we can grow as a soul. No matter what kind of relationship, no matter with whom, no matter for how long, everything, every connection, every pain is actually helping us to grow further more as a soul. But we choose to suffer, we choose to not to do anything about it, a lot of us. So that's why we suffer. But you have a choice here to, consciously work on this and properly heal it and release it. I hope you are able to understand the mother wound. This is the easiest way that somebody can tell you about mother wound, easiest way. Now somebody can add the scientific terms or technical terms or this or that for this and make confuse the hell out of you. But I always feel like I should keep my videos as simple as possible. So I hope I'm able to make you understand the mother wound and the questions that you should ask yourself and the healing process. And I hope you're going to do that. Yeah. Now, the second one, we are going to talk about father wound in the next episode, in the episode number 16th. Maybe after every alternate day, I'm trying to do this. But anyway, stay tuned and you can share this with somebody who needs it. May existence bless you. Namaste.